deserves a big up this game because Aware versus Curse, something we've talked about in Group D.
Well, this is what I wanted to speak about, right? Because these two teams, I mean, I know what people at home are thinking right now. Is this one of the bigger games? And you're thinking the teams aren't the biggest names here this weekend, but I'll tell you why this is a big game. Because in my predictions, the way I see this game going, whoever wins this game will come out of the group.
Yeah, I mean, obviously with this group, we do have Aware, Curse, Unite, and Vitality. Unite is the team that we really expect to, go on with this group.
Yes, I expect them to come first.
You've got to think with their experience and their recent wins, especially at PAX, you've got to think they're going to go on and win this group. Then the rest of the teams are really fighting it out for that second spot, which will put the teams in the money.
It's kind of a tight group for that second spot, in my opinion. I mean, Curse, a lot of people are predicting them, the second American team, to come out of the group. I'm thinking Aware, if they can play like they did at the EGL, it's going to be fantastic. The other team being Vitality, the French team with, Gataga, the monster. Now, this French team, I'm not 100% sold on them at the moment. I'm sitting there, I'm like, if they play well, if they play like they have done, but for me, I think the other two teams can take them. I think it's very close, don't get me wrong. The Vitality team is fantastic, but I'm fairly certain on the day we're going to see either Curse or Aware come above them.
Yeah, I think you look at the Vitality squad, they had Gataga, Broken, Agony, Azox, but do they work together well? You look at the two French teams out here, you have Vitality and Millennium. Millennium, for me, pipped them. So, for Vitality, it's a very hard group for them. As I said, we do expect United
This game will decide it for me.
But this game should decide it. Aware versus Curse, a great game. We're going to get into that very, very soon. But this game itself, let's have a look at the lineups. We've got Momo, Kyle, Petey, and McGee taking on Twiz, Complex, Blindfire, and Miracles. So, I mean, we've got some big hitters from the American scene in there. Miracles, formerly of Impact, obviously COD World Champion.
Momo, this is it. I mean, he's probably the most famous player on that team, you'd say, and for very good reason.
Oh, yeah.
Did the three-peat. The first 3 events this man ever attended, he won. And, of course, they were the big 3, MLG, COD World Champs, and then he come over here to EGL and took that title as well. So we will be keeping an eye on him. From the Aware lineup, though, I kind of want to keep an eye on PD, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got big names in there like Momo and McGee. Momo is a veteran now. I think he's on 22 events he's actually been to.
His brother, obviously, Rel, who's one of the commentators here, attended a lot of events, as you said. So that experience could come in for him against if anything, some of the players in Curse, Miracles, essentially is unexperienced compared to the rest of the team. Big events, he does it, but in terms of coming over here, he's done it a couple of times. He's done all right. But, I think it's going to be a great, great game. Momo, he's one of those players. He gets a lot of
Momo's always been kind of undervalued. He's always been the butt of a lot of jokes from the professionals. But somehow with this new team, he seems to have picked himself up. He's actually switched from the SMG objective he used to be. He's doing a lot of ARing now, and that seems to have boosted him up a little bit. He's a bit more confident when he's playing.
Yeah.
Also, he was talking to me about McGee. He's saying McGee is Mr. Confidence.
Oh, yeah.
Momo's worrying about, getting out of the groups. McGee's fairly certain he's just won the event already.
Yeah, I know, but it's nice to have that mentality because you come in here and you think, I'm going to win this game. And, confidence is a big thing, momentum is a big thing, emotion is a big thing. You've got to just really think you're going to win it. You can't go in there thinking, I'm probably not going to win it. It'll just drag your team down. You have no belief in yourself. You're not going to win the game.
Talking about the other two players, PD and McGee. PD and Kyle, sorry. Now, I said keep an eye on PD. These are kind of quiet players.
Yes.
You're not going to see them with massive social profiles right now, but keep an eye on these for the next season in Ghost because they are fantastic. If anybody is going to go off this game, it's going to be PD. Kyle also has a great chance of doing it, and we've seen him do it. I watched at the studio qualifiers. They are monsters in their own right.
Oh, yeah. I think, something to look back to as well was EGL, where Kyle, I can't specifically remember the game, but I remember what happened, and that guy went on a 16 kill streak at the end of the game in a Hardpoint and literally won it for his team. So, this guy can go off at the right moment. Then, he's going to cause Curse problems. Petey's one of these guys. A lot of people, before he even attended an event, was like, he's a connection player. He doesn't... It'll be interesting to see how he does it land. His first line, I was watching his game, picked up a 4-piece against the former Curse U team. So, I was like, this guy can do it, So let's see what he does at this event, because this is a really big one for him. EGL's a big event, but this is really the cream of the crop of World Call of Duty. I
was saying this the other day, this is a massive international tournament. There is nobody here that isn't a fantastic player in their own right. Nobody has got here and you go, there are some underdogs, but even then, those underdogs are like the best team in their country. So there is nobody here you can really go, they're going to be a pushover. And every team here knows that. So for me, it's kind of like a mini World Championships because pretty much all these teams are international superstars.
Oh, yeah. You're Aware, coming in off the back of the studio win, so they're proving that they deserve to be here, beating some of the best teams in the UK. And, you know, Curse coming in as well, you know, they're one of these teams that consistently place well. You know, I mean, top 10s at MLG very, very often. So, you know, they deserve their spot. Let's see if they can push past that.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, as we said, the top 8 teams, so if you get out the group, you are in the money.
Well, I love this, right? If you guys can make it out of the groups, then you're already in the money.
Oh, yeah.
We're paying out to 8th here. So if you come 8th, 5th to 8th at this event, it is $2,500.
I mean, it's better than a punch in the face, really.
Oh, it certainly is. You win one game, you're guaranteed top 4. It goes up to 5,000. So it's very, very serious. And like I said, you can get out of the groups, no easy feat in its own right, but you're then in the money and you're through to the second day. And a lot of teams, you're like, we cannot even think about the next stage. We just have to concentrate on getting out the groups because half of them will be going home today.
You get to spend the day in London.
You get to spend a lovely day in London.
But would you rather be coming and playing Call of Duty?
No, I'd fairly say,
$30,000
for the massive prize pool, $70,000. So you can tell that, like I said, the best international talent is all here. I can't think of many other teams you could realistically bring.
No, I can't. I literally can't think of anybody else that really. I mean, you've got a feel for what was the former Tech team, you know.
Yes, I mean they had a few chances to get through, and unfortunately they didn't, you know, achieve any of them.
Yeah, you know, it's unfortunate because they were that sort of team that could be, you know, aware. Formerly, they were Horizon, as far as I was aware, at the studio qualifier, but obviously changed to Aware now. You know, they really, really kicked off at that point as well. We've got Enigma here, which is a bit of a surprise. Obviously, them coming into
the Enigma are kind of. There was a little bit of controversy between them qualifying for this event, simply because they turned up to the studio qualifier, which, if you didn't see the studio qualifier, 4 teams were invited down to the Gfinity studios. They battled it out, actually, in the studio. So we got there in the morning, and one of the Enigma players hasn't turned up.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what happened there, but you've got to feel for them. Because, I mean, you turn up to an event and your 4th player doesn't show. I mean, for one, you wasted your own money and the organizers' money. You've wasted people's time. And, you know, it's a bit of a kick in the face.
It certainly is. You know. However, they did manage to qualify after all.
Of course, they've got Sours coming into that group.
They do.
Group of players now. So that'll provide a lot of experience for them. But let's talk about Group D a little bit more. Vitality, you know, we've put them down as finishing 4th in the group. And the French guys will hate me.
Of course I will. It's one of them decisions you have to make, and I'm just going off what I think. It's not that I think Vitality are bad. Please do not get me wrong. No. They are a fantastic team. But I just think the other teams are a little bit stronger. And on the day, I think that'll tell.
I think they're one of these teams, if they get hyped and they take a map, then you've got a problem. Because they're one of these teams, you know, you got Broken, he'll start going off, and he'll start going crazy. Guitarga, very composed, but he's one of these guys in a second, so boom, that's it. You know, he'll turn on you, pick up a 4-piece. But what we're going to go into now is Slums Hardpoint, first game of Delta Stream here, and we have Aware taking on Team Curse.
We certainly do. Let's jump on board with Aware first of all. And the man I said to watch, PD, is the man we're going to be keeping an eye on.
Secure the objectives.
As he runs towards the middle.
On board with PD, obviously using that.
Hardpoint identified.
Over here now. Let's see what he's going to do. Strictly on first.
Taking the advantage.
With the first 2 kills for their team.
He has been knocked down as we stay on board with him, actually. Going to keep an eye on. Now, the great thing to see here is Aware.
Hardpoint contested.
You need to hold this as well. It's not about the point on this middle hardpoint. You have to hold it for the second rotation.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint contested.
The big points are either side of this map. They are not in the middle at the moment, though. Aware of putting the hammer down, and it looks like they're holding it.
Yeah, Normal 3 kill streak inside.
Hardpoint contested.
He is going to get taken out. Let's go on board with that M8 now from Blue. And
Hardpoint is ours.
Yeah, it's unfortunate there for Aware. They have actually lost it a little bit. That's not what they want to do, especially if they're looking for the rotation now as well. And they might actually get a good rotation in here. Someone is going around the back. It does seem like it is Aware Momo, and he must be joined by Kyle. And Kyle is going to jump on board here.
Hardpoint identified.
Firefight actually gets into the wall. He's going to get the second one. No, he doesn't manage to.
Just gets shut down there, but Momo is in the back. That's going to cause problems for Curse. Picks up the kill as well.
Hardpoint is ours.
He's going to pick up the kill and the hardpoint. He explodes. It does seem as if Aware have control on that now and have a pretty sturdy lead at 35 points.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint is ours.
Winning the gun battles more and more.
Hardpoint contested.
I mean, Curse had a great opportunity to lock them out of this hardpoint and weren't able to convert it. And it now looks like Curse are actually going to go for the quick rotation. trying to make this kill zone. Aware of three
Hardpoint is
rotation
ours.
as well. 23 seconds, that's a lot of points on the board already for Aware. I'm going to have a quick look at Miracles to jump on board with him.
Gets shut down by Momo. Seems to be having a good game. That's a good score though, quite early on the Emperor. 7 and 4 for PD. Nice play by him. Twiz going 3 and 8, but with 3 captures for his team. You know, I mean, that's good work by him. And then over 1,000 points, but it was definitely in the driving seat now. Good win by the
Hardpoint identified.
At the moment, you can see Aware swarming around that anchor point, and they do seem to have pushed around a lot. And
Be
then
advised, hostile lightning strike
Curse are actually pushed out
inbound.
as PE gets the 3-piece, and this is not looking good for Curse. Every point they are being shut down by this Aware team, and like I said, I believe this Aware team can actually do it and come out of this group with Unite.
Let's have a look at Curse. Push around the back there towards the back statue. That's the control that they need. PD just run around slaying. Very, very good awareness. What's playing for Aware game? I'll go with PD still in the graveyard. Towards left hand side. That's the area they need to defend. If you hold down that back statue, then you can hold it for 2 whole hard points. If you can hold that down well, it's a good setup. You're picking up 120 points.
Well, this is the thing, right? It's not a 60-point anchor, it's a 120-point anchor. You have to hold it there. Half the points on this map rely on you being by that fountain.
Oh yeah, it's big difference as well. The quietness of the American team.
Hardpoint identified.
Like they have done now.
Hostiles have the hardpoint.
They don't have the best spawn, but they have the advantage position in the hardpoint. So if they're picking up points, you know, we'll let you spawn back there, guys, because you're not being able to do anything. It's very, very spectacular.
Hardpoint is ours.
Like they now have done.
Hellstorm missile on standby.
So I'm just aware that PE actually has Warstreak at the moment, and he doesn't seem to be using, so I think he's going to be holding it probably for the... I'm not sure if he's going to use that for the middle or whether he's going to wait for the next rotation. I mean, he could wait for the team to push up here, and, you know, then drop there and try and get it back, but he's not actually doing that. He knows there's not a lot of time left, and he is playing fantastic. He's going back and forward. Milton goes on a 6 streak at the moment. He has to have picked up some streaks in this hardpoint. He has. Full streaks of Miracles. This is the turning point. Curse can come back here.
America's really showing his worth here for this Curse team. Picking up the full score streaks. He has a War Machine, as well as a Hellstorm missile and a Lightning Strike. So that is going to prove a big, big thorn in the side of the Aware Gaming team. Let's see what he does with that.
Hardpoint identified. Hostiles have the hardpoint.
He's up on the hammer down.
Hardpoint
It does
locked
seem like
down.
the man who's going to lead the charge is going to be Miracle, so let's stay on board with him. Has the score streaks as well.
Yeah, well, he's going to use that Lightning Strike.
Our sensor is captured.
Friendly lightning strike inbound.
That's what he does. Takes out
1 EKIA.
It's not great work, but
Hardpoint is ours. Hardpoint contested.
Like Curse now starting to put a little bit of pressure on as that Hellstorm does come in. They're trying to switch around. PD only managed to pick up 1. Let's have a little look at some of the other Curse players. I'm going to jump on board with Blind Fire, see what he can do on the sticks.
Bit of an unknown entity for me, Blind Fire. I'm not 100% sure what type of player he plays, really. Let's see how good he is, though, here at G2 live from London Covent Garden. On board with him now. Just holding it down.
Hardpoint is ours.
Here because he's holding the spawns down. You are noticing that we are pushing in there. I have no idea that he's there. Great, great play by him.
Now Curse do have the spawn rotation. This is the chance to come back.
Hellstorm
Yeah,
missile
managed to bring
inbound.
the deficit back.
Hostiles have the
Bring in
hardpoint.
another squad to actually take out his own teammate. A little bit unfortunate, but Blind Fire is doing serious work holding them down. Just being that body there to do it, as you can actually see, Aware have swarmed in, and they have now managed to take their rotation.
Aware are so good at punching through. This is something we talked about in the studios. Yeah, you have a look.
Friendly war machine deployed.
They kill all of you because they do it so well. They punch through, they get a hold of that hardpoint once again. They don't need to be set up.
They
have
have
the power
forced
to
Curse
yeah,
to go for the early rotation once again
Very early
because they
rotation.
cannot fight them in a gun battle. Now, the interesting thing, though, we did hear that Miracles actually activated his War Machine quickly there, and there he goes, brings it out once again. So it looks like they're going for the 120-point change around. Now, at the moment, Aware aren't in a fantastic position to actually push this. I'm going to have a quick check, see if there's any score streaks in play, and there isn't. This is going to be difficult.
They've left it late to push around as well. But what Curse need to make sure they're doing is holding down the left-hand side through every single body you have down there, because that is
Hardpoint identified.
Now, on board Blind Fire, sees one come through blue. Keep up as well, and at the moment, Aware are going to have a fantastically hard time trying to get through here. Curse are now the guys who are slaying them. And at the moment, I mean, he could swing the other way on these 2 hard points.
Yeah, it's very, very easy to do that. It's amazing to move around the hardpoint, but it's not one of those where CTF get 1-0 down the other team. Hardpoint is about attack, attack, attack. both teams have to go for it. If you can set yourself up there, get themselves back into this. They're around 80 points behind now, so they're going to drag themselves back into it very, very soon. Let's see what they can do.
Well, you can see Aware keep coming through blue.
They're on the side.
So hard at the moment. They know they cannot let them just hold this for this long. I mean, that is a huge amount of points. Kirsty, exactly. Kirsty managed to pick up a phenomenal amount. And now Aware, though, are challenging the garage. They do seem to be pushing in a little bit quickly. If they can get in there, they might be able to just stop this route. Because if they don't, I actually think that Kirsty will bring this back.
Hardpoint identified.
Blindfire's really impressed me so far from what we've seen from him on board with Complex now. Twiz picking up a 2-piece, Blindfire picking up another kill as well. So here we go, Curse are really in their stride now.
Hardpoint contested.
They turned around from the start. Curse found their stride. However, here come Aware. Can he manage to get in and hold it? Oh!
Missile on standby.
Fantastic hip fire reactions there from him. And he's also got the score streak as well.
Hardpoint contested.
Massive contest in the middle there as well. There's 30 seconds left to go on this hardpoint, and Curse is still holding it. They have managed to do the 120-point hold and bring this right back.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, if you're aware, you're going to be sorry now.
Hardpoint contested.
Momentum is behind. It's still absolutely flying. Now, 2 minutes remaining. They have reduced that deficit. Something rotten. They were down and out. No longer. This is why Hardpoint is such an exciting game mode. It's just amazing.
Hellstorm missile inbound.
He does. He managed to pick up one there.
Hardpoint identified.
Still all around that hardpoint, so he did take some more kills. PD picking up one. Let's actually jump on board with PD.
Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint locked down. Hardpoint contested. Hostile war machine deployed.
This is important now. You let them take the full 60.
Hardpoint is ours.
This is what you can do. But as I said, if you let them pick up the full 60 points, there's going to be a 2-lead from Twizzini with that Hellstorm missile. So there you go. He's going to pick that up again, still behind by a few points. Let me get to this next Hardpoint, which is only going to be around 40 seconds remaining. Very, very much
Hardpoint is ours.
Holding down the and they're distracted. PD picking up 2 kills. Never going to get that third one with Twizzini. Has a war machine. Let's go forward with him.
Mission almost complete. Don't quit now.
Serious power down now. And
We've
you know
taken
what?
the
Aware
advantage.
have just lost the lead. They have to hold this rotation. They've got the bad spawn as well. The far side is going to come down to the 2 Aware players in there.
Friendly lightning
Kyle has
strike
to hold.
inbound.
We have to jump on forward. If he managed to pick up one. And it just, oh, he picked up the second one as well. Aware might have held this, but no, bad spawn.
Hostile lightning strike
And it doesn't
inbound.
look like the key now has to do the impossible. He gets taken down as well. It doesn't.
There's a big battle between PD and Blindfire. Blindfire wins that one. He's going to
Check
hold down
your
the back.
timeline.
Doesn't have much help from his team. It's going down the right. Complex picking up a 2-piece inside the hardpoint. 25 seconds remaining now. 6
Hardpoint
points in the
contested.
lead. And it's looking like Curse is going to hold this down. Complex putting up big work here. PD does take him down. He's going to run inside that
Hardpoint
hardpoint.
contested.
Blindfire taking him out. Twizzini doing work as well.
Hardpoint
Momo's in there as well. It's all going up inside that hardpoint, but it's not going to matter.
Over.
Have taken that.
What a
That's it.
comeback from Curse Gaming. Aware threw that one away. Curse just managed to take everything they
Hardpoint
could
is
possibly
ours.
have and threw it back in their face.
That is
Poor
amazing
execution
from
out
the
there.
Vikings. No, they
Mission
were never
profile
down and out
failed.
of that game. They came in
No.
there, and
Has to be that miracle turn.
You know,
The miracles turnabout. He just started putting serious power down, and that was it. I mean, it just all you could feel the game, and you actually saw PD there in the middle. You know, he was doing serious work.
26 from that guy.
Miracles, wow, that is
Just
a
showing his
fantastic
worth.
score. That is an
Really.
incredible score. The man certainly did work. But, you know, like I said, watch Miracles and PD. They are the slayers. Look at PD's score, 5,775. Wow, what a game.
I'm out of breath. I think I
Oh,
nearly
that
burst
was-
the blood vessel in my eye at those final seconds. It didn't quite go down to the very wire.
The problem you have to think of now is that Aware was sitting there. They were sitting pretty. They were like, we've got this. We're 100 points ahead. We've got this.
You know,
And they threw it away. They
That's
let,
really good.
they let Curse get 200 points for their next 100.
you know, it's really going to affect the confidence. You
Of
know,
course it is.
coming into that.
That could be the telling blow.
Because
You can't let a team come back like that.
S&D's one of those game modes where you really have to go at them as well. You can't just, think, oh, I'm going to send this corner, see what happens.
But when it comes down to individual skill and winning that gun battles, if your head is down because you've just had a little bit of a shocker as they just had, and you lose a gun battle on Search and Destroy, changes the entire flow of the game.
it's just really something that, it's not good for them. I mean, when Aware were winning that game, you thought, they're going to
They
win.
look dominant. They look so dominant.
Just so good from them.
And then they couldn't hold the rotation. I mean, you saw when Curse managed to just hold that rotation, and they just held it completely. There was nothing Aware could do. They couldn't get near it. They couldn't get in. They were winning gun battles, and they still couldn't get in. There was no hope for them.
I think, a big shout out to Blindfire there, picking up a very, very important kill at the back there on Kyle at the back. If he hadn't taken that, then Aware might have gotten that back spawn, which would have then enforced them to push forward. So, we said I didn't know much about him. I don't know about it yourself, but that guy put in work.
For me, the difference might have been the score streaks there. For some reason, even though at the start of that game, Aware were just doing all the work.
But they weren't picking up any score streaks.
I saw PT with a Hailstorm, and that's about it. But then you look at the Curse team, and they were just picking up. Miracles had 4 streaks. They had things that could break hardpoints whenever they wanted to. And Aware were lacking that. If they had score streaks when they tried to break through that rotation, they might have done it. But they had nothing. They had to go gun for gun. And when you've got a team as good as Curse, who can put more bodies in that hardpoint quicker, it's not a battle you can win.
No, very, very hard for Aware to do once Curse got that momentum behind them. Curse, I think, are going to go and win this now. I think Aware's heads are going to be down big style. And they're thinking, how do we throw that? It's going to affect your confidence. And Curse, for me now, are going to walk this 3-0.
Yeah, I said that could be the telling blow, as both teams look like they are readying up once again. It's going to be difficult. I mean, if maybe they can kind of be a little bit magical here, then they have a chance.
Yeah,
but they have to lift their heads now. Because that, like I said, I don't have to be out there. You can imagine what is going through their boys' heads. They're going to drop. This is not the most vocal team you've ever seen anyway. So
no, I think, PT can get a bit excited. McGee does a little bit. Momo is the main guy for G and his team up. This Curse team will be shouting at them now. How did you guys throw that? That is exactly what they'd be throwing back at them. Because, that's going to put them down. Because of
well, we all know Miracles isn't a quiet guy. We know he isn't a quiet guy.
Yeah.
There's a very good chance Aware have been told to zip them up. Yeah,
possibly. I mean, I don't know if Hastro's been told it. We've made a couple of jokes. I mean, his fire was undone and zip them up. But that didn't actually happen. But,
It's going to be interesting. We have to keep an eye because if this starts to go badly for Aware, like you said, it could be a 3-0. And for me, I don't think they're going to beat Unite. And if they can beat Vitality, if their heads are that far down, probably not.
Yeah, your first game is so important. You have to go into it. And, losing your first game in pool play, it's a big deal. If we were doing a double elimination, then you lose your first game, you think, right, now we've
seen teams come through losers bracket, but there isn't one here.
The classic example that I said was Farico at EGL 4. Lost their first game really badly, lost it 3-0, and then made it to the grand final all the way through the loser bracket because of that momentum that takes you through. But unfortunately for Aware, they don't have that here.
There is no luxury. I mean, you get out of the groups first of all. If you can sort of just get through the groups in a wing and a prayer, possibly you can pick it up the next day. But I don't think their group has got that sort of leniency where they can actually do that.
We were talking about the groups actually, how balanced they are, if anything. I mean, there is harder groups.
Well, I was speaking to Karma before the match, and he was looking at the groups himself and went, that is fantastic. He said, the way the groups are spread out means every single group is going to be tight, every single group is going to be a battle, and nobody can relax for a second.
No, but we're going to go in this game now. It's going to be search and destroy on standoff. We're going to go with the attacking team each round. We may switch it over to offensive team every once in a while, but we'll go on board with McGee from the start.
Yeah, let's see what he can do. And he does have the Scorpion Evo out. Trophy system going down. This could be a quick rush. He also has that sniper rifle out. Doesn't actually see anyone up there. And there's a big defense on that A area. Complex picking up the first kill against Momo. Kyle goes down as well. And it does seem like it is now going to be a 1 versus 2 for McGee.
You're all that remains. Finish the mission.
Exactly where he is now. He wins that first one. Is he going to expect anybody else to be bad? That's the question. The answer is no. He's just managed to get away from blind fire there.
Challenge, McGee.
We lost that round, but it's not over yet. Get ready for the next one.
Hoping you take him off, but it does seem like blind fire was very, very patient. When I don't think you're going the other way, I am just going to stay here.
Just managed to pop off a couple more. I don't think McGee expected them to still be there.
Switching Operation Ready Point.
He probably expected him to turn, thinking McGee was going to go towards the other bomb site, but let's jump on board with Curse. I'm actually jumping on board with blind fire. Let's
clear the objective.
He's actually going to be the bomb carrier.
Bomb acquired.
Yeah, he's really impressing me so far. And let's see what he does here. He's going to expect a rush down the side. And he's going to pick it just right. There is somebody peeking the head around there. And yeah, he knows him there. He knows he's there. Kyle just taking his time.
Oh, man. Head with a grenade. Kyle deciding he's not going to have any of that, and he's in fact backing off. Now, it does seem like Curse have actually stacked up, so I'm going to jump forward Miracles. He has only got one with a grenade, picks up the second one as well, leaving that A-bomb site wide open, and the rotation coming round. Let's jump on board with Kyle. He has a 1 versus 3 to do.
As we said, the confidence, you know, a Kyle who is confident will maybe run towards that last does get taken out.
We lost that round, but it's not over yet. Step up.
Yep, and Miracles was a fantastic game there. He's so confident when he moved in. First the grenade went down, picked up a kill, then challenged for the second one, and it just blew that A-bomb site wide open.
Oh yeah, did very, very well. Grenade went in there. But for me, you have to think...
Switching Operation Ready Point.
They're not there for a reason. You know, it's something... At the beginning of the game, you thought, oh, we'll not use them because we don't know what they are. But then you've seen trophy systems become...
Neutralize the objective.
...part of Call of Duty now. It's really... They are
we got the bomb.
But it really prevents any sort of, you know, grenades and everything. Not that many kills, but... Within Search and Destroy, yeah, Aware haven't used them effectively, and they've getting taken out 2 rounds in a row by them.
Now, he's actually going to be seen. Unfortunately, he's going to be called out. He's going to get to escape. Doesn't actually manage to get away. Shot on Petey, but he has managed to slip the net. Deciding, you know what, that's a little bit too risky. It does seem like Miracles pick up the first kill on McGee. Aware not having a fantastic game. Momo is trying to put more bullets down. He's getting so many hit markers, but no kill.
Just through the wall for that. I mean, it's not going to be powerful enough to take into it.
Oh,
Petey coming in with a 2-piece. Big work by him. Could that be the thing that swings this, or he's just being saved by Momo as well? And here goes the plan.
That's confidence of Petey, right? He tried to come through earlier. He tried to flank, and he hasn't actually managed to. And then you know what? He tried to do it again.
Yeah, so
good job, Seals. Get ready for the next round.
Now. Great play from him.
Yeah, he's a fantastic player, and that means they have actually managed to get a great confidence.
Yeah, good work by him, picking up 3 kills in a row. On that
Switching
round.
Operation Ready Point.
Let's see what they can do to try and bring this into this now, because, you know, at the end of the day, they were actually getting battered in those first 2 rounds.
Certainly were.
Protect the objective.
We'll quickly turn the game sound up for you guys.
We got the bomb.
Oh, so we're going to turn it down, I've been told.
Yep, turn that down.
A little bit loud.
This, guys. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Bingo.
All right, there we go. And now let's jump back on board with the action. I'm on board with Curse Blindfire, but we're not going to watch him as he seems to be watching the hook round the back. So let's jump on board with Miracles once again.
On board with Miracles. He's really been putting in the first amount of weight. I mean, you can see there, he's getting his grenades in there quite easily. And then they're actually putting things down because there's no trophy systems there. I don't really understand this from where Momo did pick up the first kill though. So there you go, that's going to be... Oh, he nearly got wiped out by Twist, but doesn't manage to take him out.
Petey is bringing the heat. He's on a 4 streak at the moment. Complex now with a 1 versus 4 to do. This could be Aware coming back into this. Look how Aware was staying up the top there. All 3 of them in a low. Complex has actually got shots on. He's been called out. Picks up 1 though. Yeah,
managed to do really well there. Nearly got away with the second one, but Petey's going to pick him up as well. Petey has to be very close to a score streak now. Let's have a look.
If he doesn't have an RCXD, he's got to be closing in on the Hellstorm. So let's have a little look once the game over. But there is your final kill cam. Petey coming to rescue his teammate. Complex, he got found, he got called out, and once that happens in a clutch like this, it's pretty much game over.
Yeah, I think, you know, you have to think that they have that in their bag. He won't use it straight away if he does have it. Let's have a look at PD, see what he has.
Let's have a look. Oh,
no,
he does have the RCXD.
He does have the RC, so that's going to act as something that will scout out. And now what he's going to do, I'd imagine he won't throw any rushes down here because he really needs to stay alive for his team.
Yeah, he does, but I think Petey's a little bit too aggressive for that. Might use the RCXD to actually scout through the A-bomb site, which is exactly what he's going to do.
Sneaky.
He is going to be sneaky, but that gets taken down straight away. So Petey knows he cannot go that way. Someone on tank watching. And at the moment, it's 3 versus 3.
Yeah, McGee just getting the kill on blind fire that. PD pushing around towards this kebab shop, as it's get called in the EU. I'm not sure what you American guys call it, but on board with PD now. In a good position, a really good position, actually. But if you look at this guy on the bottom right-hand side, that's going to be Twiz. He's going to run into PD now. He's going to pick up the kill and his Hellstorm missile. So that's important.
Well, he's 8 and 2. The man is a monster. I did say keep an eye on this guy. He is quiet. He isn't one of the more vocal players you'll actually find. And not a lot of people will have heard of Petey, funny enough. But the man is fantastic, and you're seeing it here.
He's very good at COD, is he?
He is very good at COD, and he picks up yet another kill. Gets the lightning strike as well. Someone actually coming through yellow. Is Petey going to turn? And it looks like his teammate actually has it. There we go. McGee picks it up and Aware have taken the last 3 rounds of search and destroy, and you cannot put that on anyone else but Petey right now.
Petey picking up 2 or 3 kills around. You know, that's a big, big thing for your team. You have 3 more players who need to pick up another couple of kills. So You know, good work by him. Let's see what he can do further on in this, because he now has his Hellstorm and his Lightning Strike. You have to say, oh, we're going to take this map. But they've been in this position before. We know Curse, you know, they are the... If we're going off the first map, they are very good at coming back. So let's see what they do here on board with Complex with the sniper rifle, and I'd love to see a bit of a sniper battle go down here.
He does, but there's nobody in that area he's actually looking at. It does look like Aware have split both sides of the map. Somebody actually holding down bottom brown. It is McGee going to be holding in that courtyard area. Blindfire picking up Kyle, though. Doesn't manage to see him in the hook. And oh, Complex picking up PD as well. Now McGee, I'm going to jump on board with McGee quickly because he's about to pick up a kill on Miracles. Oh, no, he didn't take it.
No, he's going to take it there. I think he was just trying to maybe get the knife, maybe see if somebody else came in there as well. Smart play first.
Little bit. If he'd got turned on there, that would have been horrific. But now Momo has to defend. Momo by himself. 1 versus 3, and you can see here come Kurt. Oh, he picks up, gets blind fire. Oh my God, Momo!
Momo goes off with a 2-piece here. Can he pick up the third as well? Defending this bomb site. So well played there with the hipfire and the original.
That's actually bombed down as well.
Oh,
Momo could actually
he's
hold
not
this
in a
one.
good position though. Oh, and the Complex
Just holding. He's just holding.
Oh my God!
It's literally going to come down to who looks at the right time.
And the
he saw the shadow, but no, doesn't manage to get it. Momo so close, we actually saw the shadow just appear, and unfortunate for Momo, he had to check the other direction.
He knew he was there, Complex. He knew exactly where Momo was. Jumps around with the MSMC. Momo's never going to win that.
Momo, man, that was close to a clutch. Very, very close.
Very, very well played.
Incredible 2-piece there in the middle to just shut Curse down, and they've got to be aware. I mean, that could have very easily gone the other way.
Yeah, that would have been 4-2, and once again, Aware in the driving seat. Let's have a look at his PD. Haven't any of those score streaks. Yeah, he still has them available, and of course, we will probably see them used to the latter stages of the map.
Yeah, we will do. And let's see what they can do. Looks like they're going for that A push once again. Is PD going to go for the flank that we've seen him do about 1,000,000 times already? Actually backing off PD. I wonder if he's... Oh, was that him bringing the score streak out? Yes, it was.
Is he going to ping here, or is he going to fire it in? He's going to fire it in because there's nobody around cover towards A. That's going to be causing a problem.
Didn't pick up a kill with it.
Oh, he's just taking out his teammate, not taking out Complex, and he's had an absolute nightmare.
However, Momo picks up the kill, and then can he pick up the second one? No, he cannot. McGee is now 1 versus 2. That all went wrong for P there. Anything that could have gone wrong with P went wrong in that area.
It couldn't have went worse.
It definitely is not a good situation for him. Can he make this kill? No. And that's it. Curse take the lead once again.
Yeah,
it's a little bit for Aware.
You know, has this happened before?
It seems like this might have happened before. Last map comes to mind, and at the moment, Aware, you could see the momentum. They were just rocking. PD was doing everything right, and then that round he did everything wrong.
Yeah, it went badly.
It's not. I don't think it could go much worse. Used his lightning strike. He then killed his teammate, and then he didn't get the kill on Complex.
You know, if he maybe picked up that kill on Complex, then you could have forgiven him. But, you know, shots go down. Momo's going to win that gunfight, though. Nice play by him, so that's now 3v4 in favour of Aware.
It certainly is now. Twizzini on board with him. He's actually got the sniper rifle.
Look at how defensive Aware are in that ground.
Oh, doesn't manage to pick up Momo, though. Must have missed him as Momo picks up a second kill, taking down Miracles.
They need to take him out with that sniper because he's causing a lot of damage. Twizz going to pop it. Ooh, the shot just missing, and that would have skimmed his ear.
Momo is dodging bullets like he's in the Matrix. That's 3 times snipers have tried to take him down. He's going for it again. He's determined to kill Momo.
I think he needs to get rid of him because he's in a good position to really cover both bomb sites and the central area. So it's an advantage position for Momo, and when he has that confidence with that sniper
unfortunately. He's no longer there. Twizzini still looking for that kill. He's determined to find Momo, but he won't.
Somewhere. He knows he's there somewhere, but I'm not too sure if he's on the ground floor. Kyle's going, oh!
Quick scope, sit down, PD. But there we go. Momo cleans it up, and now Momo leading the charge for Aware Gaming.
3 kills in the round there for Momo, so he's going to be close to some sort of score streak. Picks up 2 kills with his sniper rifle, whips out the M8 eventually. That's a very easy kill for Momo.
Yeah, very, very simple. Put one in his knee. But there we go. I mean, Momo now feeling fantastic. And you know what? The key thing there was they just couldn't take him down with a sniper rifle. They were just missing it by a whisker every single time.
He was dodging in and out at the right time.
Let's have a quick look at Momo. Close to any score streaks.
I mean,
9 and 7 at the moment.
He's a very tactical aware player, Momo. So, you know, S&D is something you expect him to do well. And currently rocking the M8 with the 2 trophy systems.
Interesting defense.
Down. Yeah, they're sitting very far back. Are they doing this on purpose or?
I don't know. I think they may look like they've planned
waiting for a rush. Curse playing aggressive
defense
and Aware playing a defensive attack. So, Curse of it, you know, They've run into a little bit, but now they are pushed up in the position.
This is the problem we see time and time again, son. Now, teams, when they have search and destroy and they have to attack, if they get stalled like this and pinned in, it can be incredibly hard for them to get out, and it can actually just ruin their entire S&D round.
And it has, by the looks of it, because they now can't push up because they know exactly where the Curse lineup are. But the fact is that they're pushed so far up, they can't breathe.
Suddenly has had there we go. Decides to bring in the Hellstorm. Managed to pick up one kill. And they must have called out here. Can Momo pick up this kill?
Oh my god, Complex.
Yes, he does.
Complex Nelly picking up the 2-piece there, but Momo's going to pick that up, and the bomb is going to go down. Let's go on board with one of the Curse players as they're going to try and break this down.
Right, Tuzzini. Does look like now they know they're at the A bomb site, and Tuzzini is the furthest forward. His teammate is currently just making sure. He is Miracles. He's checking. And now
he's going to run some fire in a second.
He is one of these two. He's going to push in. Miracles checking every single corner you can see there, and his shots going down the area. Tuzzini Miracles decides to move in. Oh, Kyle gets the 2-piece, shuts them both down. Now Aware have a chance to put this one to bed.
They should have done it a long time ago now. Aware really providing to be their own enemy, but here's one kill, and it's a lucky 2-piece at the end of the day. They did just run into, but well played by Kyle to hold his own.
It certainly is, and this changes it a little bit because nobody wants to be on match point.
No, it's a hard position to be in. Let's go on board with Complex. Let's go on board with Complex from Team Curse. On board with him now. He's in the Scorpion as well, and now are we going to see an aggressive push from Curse? A bit hesitant.
This is difficult now because they're sitting there thinking we can't really take a risk. We just have to try and get a kill now. Like I said, it's going to come down to this first kill. If they can get the numbers, then I fully believe Curse can take this round.
Yeah, well.
This is an interesting spot.
On board with Complex still, so there the trophy systems are down. Hopefully the rest of his team have held down the grenades, so they won't get them flying in here. Here comes some kills now. PD picking up the first kill on Tuzzini. 4v3 in favour of Aware, who are 5-4 up and could take the map.
Miracles is there, deep inside that bomb site now. Oh, kills going down all around. Miracles looks like he might push around the corner. He's going to see one around this tank. If he does actually manage to push around, and he does take down PD, it is now a 1 versus 2. Miracles has to pull off the clutch here. Oh, he's been spotted. So close to getting taken down. And now Miracles is worried because he needs to put that bomb down in the next 30 seconds, but he's outnumbered at the moment, and he has to make a decision.
Smart play because they'll be expecting him to pull out. They do not want to push in here Aware. The time he's going to force them to push in here now, though. Is he going to manage to get away? He's definitely been spotted. Shots going down. He's managed to stay alive. That bomb will be being defused now.
Yeah, I mean, they know what they've done. They've just pushed Miracles out. So Kyle is going to go straight for the defuse, and Momo's going to just sit there, keeping an eye. And he's actually going to put shots down on Miracles now. Miracles has to do something incredible, and he doesn't manage to do anything. And there we go. Aware have managed to stop the rout. They have managed to take the search and destroy. So we were at least going to a 4th map.
Yeah, I mean, coming in there, well, it was up and down. Both teams were having little bursts of, yeah, we're going to win, and then Aware, we're going to win, and then Curse, we're going to win. It was just backwards and forwards, but there you go. Well played by Aware to eventually close that out, although they should have done it a lot sooner.
Yes.
I think they will be happy to win by
They were at a final score 12 and 6. This guy is incredible. Momo, 10 and 7.
Yeah, good work
I've
by
said
him.
it before, people underrate this guy.
I was one of them. I have to put my hands up there.
I'm not going to lie. At one point, I thought, what is this guy still doing? I mean, he was underrated by every professional in Call of Duty. Like, the guy is washed. He is no longer good enough. And he's actually, you know what? You put an AR in his hand. He's changed his gameplay. And in my opinion, he's back at the top.
Yeah, he's one of these guys who's one of the best. Well, originally he was an objective player. Like myself, when we used to play against each other all the time, the battle used to be going backwards and forwards every single time we played. And every time I played him, he was getting carried by his team. And I used to say to him, what are you doing? What are you doing?
People forget Momo was team with almost every top player at some point.
Everyone.
The guy,
Literally everyone.
After 22 events, you would think he would have done. And he's actually responsible for bringing a lot of top players through from the amateur. This guy picks up players and then, give him a year and they'll become top players in their own right.
Yeah, I know. He's one of the scouts, so to speak, picking up Pete. He was one of these guys who was pretty well known as one of the up-and-coming players, but you give him the chance, and he's really coming in there and doing well. Marky B is really matured from going through with Momo, playing very, very well as well. And he's
that's it.
got
Marky
the
B's
TCM
case
team,
in point. Now playing for TCM, and, he's very well known.
Oh, yeah, Marky B, one of the best slayers, / anchors in the game, especially within Europe. I mean, you have him, Swanee, etc., who are pretty much the holding anchors there. Obviously, we don't have Monstercat here this weekend.
No, it is unfortunate that this is an 18-plus event. We are missing some key European players from this event. The likes of Josh, Zanity, and Madcat. A little bit unfortunate they're not here, but we still have the rest of the top talent in the world. And I know Josh is here.
He's coaching, isn't he?
I believe Josh is in fact coaching. But you know what? It's great to see all the top teams. I mean, it does mean that people like Prophecy, who weren't going to come to this event, their team has split and actually kind of spread themselves across other teams.
Yeah. As far as I'm aware, we do still have the Prophecy lineup. Obviously, myself being part of Prophecy, we do still have them coming in to Ghost. But obviously, they didn't have a full team, so they thought, all right, a couple of teams need pickups, so we'll throw ourselves in there and see how we can do.
Well, okay, let's talk about capture the flag here. How do you think it's going to go, Tan? Because in my opinion, I have no idea.
Not a clue, no. I mean, I think Curse might take it. I think, you know, the momentum that they're going to carry from the sort of run-and-gun gameplay.
I think that winning that Search and Destroy will have done them the world of good, because now they're going, well, we know we could have taken the hard point. We just took the S&D. We can relax a little bit now, just concentrate on our gameplay.
I mean, I think, you know, as you said, you know, they say to themselves, oh, you know, we got a little bit unlucky. We got a bit complacent in that original hard point. So, yeah, well, you know, we can take this capture the flag. We can do that. So, you know, you're going to have that confidence.
Keep an eye on PD. Keep an eye on PD. And you know what? I think if Kyle and Momo can lock down, you know, some of these cutoffs, then it's game over. But I want to also keep an eye on Miracles, because every time I change onto the guy, he's doing something incredible.
I mean, he didn't have the greatest of S&Ds. Picked up a couple of good kills in the first round. Complex played very, very well in that S&D. But Blindfire is going to be one of these guys that are cutting off the points that he needs to. And we're going to jump straight in this game now. Raid capture the flag.
Yep, Raid capture the flag. I'd love to see how the Twitter sphere is taking this one. If you are watching us here on Delta Stream live at Gfinity, we're in London, Covent Garden. If you haven't got a ticket, you will be able to see all of the action all weekend on MOG TV.
I like that hand movement.
But don't worry, we'll be bringing you everything. At the moment, we're on Delta Stream, and this is Aware versus Curse Gaming.
So here we go. We're going to go on board with Aware from the off. See what Momo can do here. Knife out to get there quickly. Here comes the first gunfight straight away from the beginning. In the kitchen, he wins that one straight away. Good work by him. Just got there a bit quicker than Complex.
Now Momo trying to push forward. He knows someone is here. Gets the tactical grenade hit marker on it, and he does seem like he's going to try and push, but doesn't manage to get the kill, unfortunately. However, that flag has actually been pulled away. PD has managed to run it, and it doesn't have the cutoff. So is he going to be taken down here? Managed to sneak in.
He needs to stay in here, and he needs McGee to put some kills down.
Oh, McGee has actually managed to just do enough to block him off as PD's trying to get around the corner, and he has.
McGee has done fantastically there. Picked up 3 kills on his own. First flag's going to go in. 30 seconds gone. There you go. Away. Straight away with that confidence.
McGee's on a 5 streak.
Oh, not the 6. We nearly picked it up there. I just said, like, he has 4 bullets left. He's been putting some horrendous fire down.
This is the guy that's so confident. At the moment, he's ready for. Oh!
Now he's in trouble.
He is a little bit in trouble, deciding to back out. McGee is not worried about getting out of the groups. You know, the rest of your team are a little bit worried. McGee has this overriding confidence that he's pretty much going to win it.
He nearly went in for the knife kill there. Blindfire picking up the 2-piece. Now Curse are going to push forward. And something I like.
Momo! That was incredible.
As well. And Momo nearly picking up the 3-piece there. Something I like to talk about, though, as I was going before you went mental. Momo picking up a deserved player there. Nearly picking up the 3rd that doesn't get taken out. But map control is the main thing on CTF. Do not push. Like, you know, you can sit back and let the team come and take all 4 of them out. But what you will see, the teams that do not know what they're doing, they will sprint towards that enemy flag, and it's not great to do. You need to hold that mid-map before you even got to think about pulling a flag away. And you know, that's what Aware Gaming did very, very well at that start. They pushed up there, won the first gunfight, held the middle of the map, PD pushed around, pulled that flag out, and then because his team are in the center of the map, they then had the position to sit back, let them come in, and we're just going to take out every single Curse member as you pull that away. But here goes PD once again. Kyle with the cover as well. He's looking good for a flag here, unless Blindfire can do something special.
Every time PD goes near that flag, he drops people and runs away. It's fantastic, and it does look like they could have an opportunity to hold it down here. Kyle has to make kills in this middle area, and he does pick. Oh, he picks up 2.
Kyle going off. Oh my God! Stop it, Kyle.
How do you even do this? Somebody stop this Aware team right now, as they are going off. 2 pieces and 3 pieces all over the place, and Kyle let them know he humiliated his opponent with a teabag, and at the moment, Aware are firing on all cylinders.
2.5 minutes to go in this first half. Aware gaming 2-0 up. But now this is where they've got to be careful. If we have a look at that map now, Kyle getting another ridiculous kill. He's going to try and defend for his team as well. But we can see the Curse are pushed up a little bit. Here we go. Kyle's going to push in there. Complex is going to make the 2-piece as well. Let's go on board with him, see what he can do with this push.
Oh, good grenade there from Momo. Very tactically wise, and he hasn't let enough for his team to spawn up as well, taking down Miracles. I'm going to have a look at the scoreboard, because right now, it doesn't seem to be going Curse's way. And there we go. Twiz and Miracles actually 3-6 and 3-7 respectively, and at the moment, Aware are just winning more gun battles.
Yeah, they're just holding it down very, very well. When they're being pushed back in, you know, the attacks are coming, but they're holding it down when they need to, and holding down that mid-map when they need to. Still on board with Momo, who's currently on a 3-kill streak. Not going to be far off his Hellstorm.
Certainly isn't. Momo just making sure nobody sneaks around the back, and a little bit of the momentum and tempo shifting away from them. They haven't managed to get out and get that map control they want. It looks like they're going to pick up a few kills. If they can win these next few gunfights, they're going to push out once again, and Curse are going to be in trouble.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is, when Aware getting the map control, they're doing something. Curse don't seem to be doing much. They're just really being a bit tentative, a bit negative. You know, I mean, McGee picking up a kill there, that's very important. Kyle picking up a kill as well. And this is when they're going to think of pushing out, because Kyle's now made the kill. Curse have made the error of overextending. Blindfire needs to pick up some kills here, or they're in trouble.
So it does seem like they're now rushing forward. Momo's going to be one of the ones that does it, and he's going to get a second one as well. He can. And at the moment, everything is going Aware's way.
Momo picking up some important kills, and here we go. We're seeing them now battle for mid-map control. Complex is in a good position to distort that, though. Let's see what he can do from here. EMP does go in, gets an assist from that, and he's going to get another assist from that, so he's helped his team out greatly as well. Can't die over there, whoever that last guy is, for Aware, and he has get taken out, and here we go. Curse now pushing at 35 seconds to go. If they can get a flag now, they're right back in it.
Yeah, Blindfire doing really well, but does get taken down by Momo, and I'm going to jump back aboard Complex, but he gets taken down by McGee. Now,
they're not pushing as a team. They need to be pushing there together. This is what I'm talking about. You know, they're sitting central map.
I don't think they're having any luck. As soon as they come towards that Aware flag, they're just getting dropped.
I think Aware are on the better side, though. It's a lot easier to defend this side than it is the other. The spawns on the other side really can favour you, excuse me, if you know, you're pushing
He's
out.
gone loose again.
No, it's not. I don't think it's going to make a difference now. He doesn't have time to pull that flag away, so now it's not going to be 2-0 going in the second half. But as I said, Curse were on the worst side. But with CTF, you know, it's one of them things where if you're on the worst side first time round, then you're going to get punished.
Yeah.
Then you need to sort of think to yourself, right, okay, now I have a problem because now we need to come back from a deficit in a game where you can defend.
The thing I'm really interested in is there are no score streaks in play right now. I didn't see anyone get a score streak.
The kills are quite tight.
Yes. And just, you know what it was? Is Aware are stringing them together. Well, we kept seeing it. 2 pieces, 3 pieces, and they're changing it every single time it comes towards them. So they're just willingly getting these strings of kills and able to just run forward.
Yeah, well, let's go on board with Curse, see what they're going to do here, because Complex is already on a 2-kill streak here. Let's go on board with Miracles. And he's just being a bit sitting back. They don't seem to have the confidence, but here we go. Now they have map control. They need to push in now. Kyle has to defend here, or his team are in trouble.
So let's jump forward. Blindfire is the man challenging Kyle. And at the moment, he's outnumbered. There are 2 people in that kitchen trying to take him down.
Miracles is doing work at the back there, actually. Let's go on board with him. No, he gets taken out, typical. Anyway, stay on board with Blindfire. Oh, and Aware have done so well to defend it. Now Complex needs to do some work to stop the enemy team pushing forward. No, that's not going to happen. He's going to get shut down. So here we go. McGee leading the charge. 3 kills there. He's going to pick it up. Oh, God.
Once again, this man gets loose by your flag, and he's taking it from you.
Yeah, well, here we go. He's running down the right side as well.
Kill.
Momo's picking up a double kill. That's going to be flag number 3 for PD, unless Curse have a score streak in their back pocket.
Running away with it. They are just running away with this game right now. And it is simply the string of kills. And you just can't... I mean, listen, when P gets in that flag, he picks up a 2-piece. He's so good at pulling the flag, and Curse aren't expecting it.
On board with McGee now. Complex picking the kill in the center as well as Blindfire as well. But, you know, we know they can come back. We know they can. 3-0 is one of them ones where you're like, that's a bit of a too much. 2-0 is very, very much achievable. But 3-0, it's not the greatest.
It's a little bit, yeah, it's going to be a little bit difficult for them to come back from this one. Let's jump on board with Curse once again.
They have them pushed in here. These 2 need to stay alive. See, they're being too aggressive. They don't have anybody there with them. They have 2 players there themselves. They're pushing in by themselves. They're not working as a team here in the CTF.
Oh, as Aware string together kills once again. Blindfire now having to just make sure he goes on the defense, allowing time for his team to get up. Interestingly enough, Aware, when they seem to push, they just get that mid control, and then Petey just kind of sneaks off and puts kills around the flags, and they get it away. But, I mean, there's no luck for that coming from Curse at the moment.
Well, as we said, this seems to be the fight for second place. What we would imagine anyway, it is actually the first game of the day. Just while there's
the smart money on Unite winning this. I mean, it's a fantastic team, Unite. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there saying, oh, what you're doing, you're judging it far too early. But, you know, it's just the way we have to call it sometimes. As Momo just picks up another kill to run this flag. And there is someone going to be behind him, and he just tried to actually strong side it away there. Putting his head down and running.
Flag's going to be pulled though by PD once again. He's going to be putting up some silly scores here. Let's have a look at the scoreboard. 2,750 points, only with 13 kills. Twiz letting his team down a little bit there, going in 15. Needs to step that up for the next map. This is what Curse though. They have that advantage because of not losing 3-0 because they have that map. So maybe they can turn it around in the next game, which is actually going to be Hardpoint on Yemen. So, you know, they won the first Hardpoint. They're going to have that in their back pocket, but we're going to think to ourselves, we got the momentum behind us, and we were close in that first map. So, Curse, obviously, Hardpoint is their strong game mode, judging off their CTF and S&D game.
Oh, Twizini, can he get the turn on? He's desperately trying to do it. He does take down Kyle. And it looks like they can get this flag away now. Curse have it locked in. It might be a little bit too late, though, to get 4 home.
Yeah, I mean, if they manage to do that, I think we should hand them the prize money. But you know, I think, you know, good work by Twiz there. He did run in there, gets a turn on. Not great defended by Kyle, if anything. But, yeah, he's picked up the score streaks now. Yeah, I doubt they're going to... No, he's surely not. I mean, he's not even going to pick up a kill with that, which is a bit unfortunate because he basically put it on his head. But there you go. That's Call of Duty for a bit inaccurate at times. But Twiz currently on a 4-kill streak. No, they're not going to get away here because we have a really good map control, holding that down very, very well. I'm just going to go 2 away.
Has got a war machine.
Well, you know.
To put it down, but Kyle picks up the 2-piece to actually answer back. And Kyle, I'm going to go to the scores once again. Let's have a little look and break this down, son.
McGee, you know, he's been quiet in terms of double kills, triple kills, but, you know, he's picked up 22 and 30 and very consistent, +9 on his score to death ratio. You know, they just can't do anything with it. Aware now defending, and, you know, it's expected. The 4-1 up, they don't want to throw anything else away. So they're just going to be quiet here and sit back. You know, it's expected. 4-1. Curse aren't going to catch up. It's not to the point where they're defending.
The problem Curse are going to have now is that they're going to be playing a game they've pretty much known they've lost for a minute. So that's just going to be sitting in their head.
What they'll be trying to say to themselves is, pick up some kills here, get some confidence back, you know. I mean, like, sort of think to yourself, shut them down, you know, start trying to get some kills and, you know, say to them, yeah, we're still here, don't you worry. You know, coming to this hard point, we're going to come at you. So that's what they need to do.
This is it. For them, fortunately, they're going to be sitting there going, we'll have won the last hard point. We can do it again.
Exactly. Then going in the last map, S&D on Meltdown. So, I mean, if we do go that far. But, yeah.
The final kills.
Twiz picking up a 2-piece. Nice play by him. Did pick up the kill streaks for his team.
And that makes him go positive as well.
Yeah, no, I mean, that'll help.
We did say earlier on he was having a bit of a shocker. But he turned it on, but he turned it on a bit too late.
Yeah, just a little bit too late for me, but that will help his confidence going into game number 4.
It certainly will. And it does seem at the moment, scoreline 2-1, Aware versus Curse Gaming. Aware managing to take the capture of the flag in very confident fashion.
Yeah, I mean, after we seen that hard point, I don't know what you thought.
I thought it was done for Aware. I thought that head down. They're now sitting there going, we should have won that one. But they managed to turn the S&D, and they brought that confidence forward. As you can see, everything, I mean, just there was double piece, everything. It just kept slaying Curse whenever Curse popped their heads around the corner, and that was the difference. PD, 4,025. That's an incredible score. That is a very incredible score.
Putting those sort of scores up against one of the top teams in America, good work.
It is very good work. However, the next one we will be seeing is Yemen Hardpoint. And for me, Ton, you know, some people don't like this map.
I like this map.
I also like this map.
We wanted to play this in the Casters game, and Fuzz just going, he doesn't like it. But, you know, I think it's the reason people don't like it is the fact that it's
some of the hardpoints are very difficult to crack.
I think it's very, very similar to Slums in a way. It's about holding down in the right times. That back hardpoint can be the winner or the loser of the game because you can either hold that down, but then you're not going to have the time to really push around the church.
I love the rotation on this map.
It's a very, very rotation-oriented
map.
map. So, I mean, you know, you got to look towards your teamwork, knowing when to change it about. That's really going to be the game changer. It's not so much down to gunfights, maybe every once in a while, maybe at the back one, and maybe holding down that church area, as you can see on the little mini-map in the bottom left corner.
So the question on everyone's lips at the moment is, can Aware now put this to bed? Can they take this hard point? What do you think?
Well, I think they might, because they were very, very good in that first map. They got unfortunate. They were walking away with it. They were all over it. And then suddenly, Curse are like,
Well,
no.
this is just it. I mean, Curse came back in the last one, but now Aware have got to be so confident. I mean, you saw the kills that were going down. PD was doing that work where I can't even explain it, right? Because when you think about the theory of Call of Duty, you know, what you should be doing, PD wasn't doing it. He wasn't waiting for his teammates to get the control, try to lock them in spawns. He was just doing it on his own. He was going in there, killing whoever was defending. Welcome back to Gfinity. We are going into this Yemen Hardpoint game, and we're going to be seeing this now. If you are just joining us, Aware are 2-1 up in this series score. I am Brycey, and I am joined by the lovely Tongue.
You know, you make me sound like such a nice human being.
You are a nice human being, and I love casting with you. So let's see what they can do. We're currently on board with Twiz. They do challenge for this middle hardpoint. He's getting some good time on it.
Yeah, he's done well there. He picked up a few points, and they are momentarily in the lead. Well, of course, this first hardpoint is pretty much a formality unless you're picking up 60 points on it. But that grenade's probably going to go short. No, he hasn't picked up the kill on his teammate, but here we go. It does seem as if Curse are in control originally, but as we can see in the top right of your screen, or in the bottom right of your screen, but in the top right of the map, they were around that second hardpoint. So let's think about where they're going to spawn. But now it does seem as if Aware have that spawn. Yeah, just mixing it up a little bit here. I'm not too sure what Curse are doing. They have completely lost that spawn.
They certainly have. That's not really what you want to see. I mean, well, they're going to pick up 6 points here. That'll actually bring them back. Well, that was a good kill from Complex. Managed to pick it up. But unfortunately for them, now they have the hard work to do as they have to try and get through. And at the moment,
they do have the better spawn, though. They're not around it, but they do have this better spawn for this next hardpoint. So they want to hold that down while trying to punch through it. And sorry for interrupting you, but I thought I'd get that in there.
That's not a problem. I mean, Kyle, at the moment, we're on board with him. He's trying to hold it down. And they are being swarmed. And here come Curse. Let's jump on board with Twiz, who's actually putting down really good numbers. Tries to make it down, but he gets taken down as well. Both teams fighting tooth and nail as Curse come out on top of this one. And now Aware have a choice to make. Do we challenge once again, or are we rotating? And Kyle looks like he might be going for the rotation.
Yeah, fantastic work there by Kyle. He's trying to push around and change the spawn, but his teammates aren't down to change it. So I think he's going to, yeah, there you go. He's going to pick up one kill. That's going to make Curse aware of his existence. And then he gets taken down, just take a bullet. And he is going to hold down this back area. That's a great work by Kyle, because now he has his teammates up there as well. Fantastic play by Kyle.
Certainly is. Now they have to hold it though. They gave them an awful lot of time on that last hard point, so Aware have to get some serious time back on this one. They are now down 53 to 26. I'm still on board with Carl. I'm going to go on board with someone who's a little bit further out. It is Momo.
Yeah, Momo being very, very impressed with him so far. Saying that he just missed 2 bursts, but I'm bored with Momo there momentarily. Let's go on board with McGee, one of these players. For me, he can be consistent, but
good 2-peak.
Sometimes you see him just fall off the radar a little bit, and he doesn't seem to be doing much, but you're making important kills. I mean, that's another nice kill by McGee there. He's going to have somebody coming on his left, and surely not going to take him down as blind fire comes in there. But there we go. Momo now looking towards the church spot. He does get taken out by Complex, who's now looking there for the Curse team. And it seems as if Aware Game are going to take the lead.
They certainly are, and they have forced Curse for the early rotation once again. Now, we did see this last game, and it started to work for Curse when they did this. Aware have to be aware that they have to make sure they don't lose these rotations like this one. It's going to be difficult as Petey actually managed to get in, and this could be fantastic if Petey can hold.
That's very important because they've held down that previous one. They're going to get in this one as well. Are they going to be able to hold it down? Twiz is going to take him out. He's going to be chased down, and not going to be chased down by McGee because Twiz is going to pick up a 2-piece, and he's in that hardpoint with support from his team.
Yeah, let's get on board with some of these Curse guys. They did do fantastic there, pulling PD out of there, and McGee. Certainly, and you know what? At the moment, Curse held this down. They have the better spawn for it as well, and it's going to be difficult. But I've seen Miracles hold this one down like a monster before.
Yeah, let's see what he can do here. Miracles picking up a 2-piece straight away off the bat there. Nice call from you, Brycey, because he's done very, very well and held it down. Very important kills for his team as they're going to probably pick up another 30 seconds here and throw themselves in the lead. But there we go. There's a grenade coming in there. So here we go. Aware have a chance to push in there. They have done. Here comes Twiz, going to pick up 1 kill. Gets taken out by McGee. Blindfire coming in there with the kill on McGee. Petey cleaning up on Blindfire. They're going to hold that down.
So jump on board with him. Puts a few shots down to the side. Nope. I'm quite happy sitting in here picking up the points. Thank you. And now Aware look like they might be going for the rotation, and Curse are going to do the same. Petey is finally safe. The pressure is off him. But now the fight starts for the next one.
Yep, on board with Kyle. Shots going down. Sorry, Kyle up at the top there. Yeah, sorry. On board with him now. MP7 in hand. He's going to push for this next hardpoint. Currently contested. He has spotted the guy behind the truck.
Oh, doesn't manage to get in. Miracles actually picking up 2. But it does seem like he's going to be outnumbered. He's gone ball with Miracles. Can he hold this down for his team? Shots everywhere as he does drop. And the rotation now firmly in the hands of Aware once again.
Aware, you know, they did this brilliantly in the last hardpoint. We know what happened there. But they rotated and did so well in the first 5 minutes. And then we've seen Curse come back here. So, I mean, Aware are in the driving seat. They are looking the better team. But let's not count out Curse whatsoever. On board with PD now as they push inside this hardpoint. McGee and Kyle both in there as well. So we have the Slayers from Aware in there and holding down. Currently contested. We have the whole Curse team coming in. And look at this guy at the back as well.
Oh, McGee's on a 5. Doesn't manage to get the 6. Did he pick up a score streak, though? He didn't. Unfortunately for them, this has been a really low score streaking set of games. We haven't seen that many. Still on board with PD. I'm going to jump on board with someone from Curse. It is Twiz at the moment. However, it does seem like Aware comes slightly out of top of that 133 to 81 at the moment as we go back to the middle.
Not quite a full rotation ahead, but nearly. So here we go. Curse really need to put some points on the board in the central hardpoint, but they need to make sure they get the best spawn and the advantage straight from the off on the next hardpoint. The next hardpoint isn't so much about your spawn for the hardpoint, it's setting up the next one. So you really need to just get yourself in there, and hopefully one of your teammates is holding down the spawn. But as we can see, Curse have getting the spawn for that side now, so they should pick up the points on the next bit as well if they can hold it down. Oh yeah, my god, no, PD's just turned on him.
Almost every middle hardpoint in this game is kind of just some sort of death bucket. I mean,
yeah, it's just
nades, bullets, everything will come in. There's too many places to shoot you from, so it's not always going to be fantastic to really try and hold it down. But we're now seeing Momo going for the rotation. Nobody able to challenge him at the moment.
I think he's been spotted.
And there is someone behind him. I don't know if he's going to be able to call that correctly. Momo actually has pushed forward enough that he might get away with this one.
I think he might just get away with it. He has PD coming in there to help him now. He's going to pick up the kill on Complex as well. He's going to get rid of the trophy system for an extra 50 points.
Oh, he has actually managed to get it with a hardpoint. Streaking now. PD, as he picks up yet another kill, should have the War Machine, I think. And can he get this kill as well? PD, this could be the change here, and this could put Aware into the lead and the victory. And I think he just picked up the War Machine. Yeah,
he has done so. There we go. PD's going to go off of this. Out comes the War Machine, firing it into the hardpoint. Picks up 1 kill, looking for the second as well. Picks it up with the War Machine bullet. Needs help from his team, though.
So casual,
Oh,
PD.
my God. Well played by him there. Fantastic play.
Oh,
great play. 3-kill streak currently after his original streak. Gets taken out eventually, but great play by PD now around 72 points in the lead with 3 minutes remaining.
If they throw this away again, I may have to go out there and have words. Well, yes, have words with them. But there we go. He's picking up yet another kill, PD. Putting bullets down. Doesn't actually manage to get it. Usually 3 hit markers against someone, but he picks it up anyway. Somebody stop PD right now because the guy is out of control.
Let's have a look at the scoreboard. There's 31 and 20 with 10 defends and 9 captures. This is wild. I mean,
oh, that is incredible. The guy is dragging his team forward here. They have the rotation as well, and somebody stop this guy.
You know, somebody stop it, but at the same time, Curse need to get these rotations down because they're not rotating in the right time. They are being shut down by Aware, but if they rotate in the right time, you're going to pick up the hardpoint before then, be in a better position, and you can hold it down. 42 seconds remaining on this hardpoint. Aware are walking away with this at the moment.
So, Momo, can he pick this kill? He cannot.
That's a big player, though, from Complex. Oh, it was McGee, sorry. Who's taken out a couple of...
Complex still in here, but there is a lot of Aware players around him. And he's held it down long enough.
He's doing so well, though.
Oh! Complex, what a kill!
Fantastic play there. He did hold it down and really helped his
team. He picked up the score streaks by doing that as well.
But if you look at where they have pushed into the next point, he's done well there, though, because he's taken out Kyle. So that's going to stop around 15 points.
That aren't actually going to be get on by anyone.
Yes, that works out okay for them. But they need to make sure they get this hard point, and they are inside it, and it's a very hard one to break down. So let's see what Aware can do to do so.
So now Kyle, he's actually going to fight. Kyle has full streaks as well.
Where did they come from?
I didn't even see him go on that big of a streak. He's 21 and 15 at the moment. Gets taken down. McGee manages to make a kill, and they are going to look to try and push in. PD, can he manage to get in? He doesn't have the War Machine anywhere, which would have helped in this situation. Doesn't manage to get in through the window.
Well.
I'm going to go on board with Miracles, as he had done this before, and you'd actually see PD throwing it in there. He picks up 1. Can Miracles make this kill? He does manage to make it. He's trying to hold it down desperately. Just try to actually get the kill there, and it does seem like Aware have managed to get inside. The Hellstorm didn't do a thing. And now it is not looking good for Curse. And Curse, instead of the early rotation, they've gone, we cannot let them get these points.
It's nearly impossible. Nearly impossible. 60 seconds is what they need to. And we're going to take game number 1 here on the Delta stream.
Wow, fantastic play by Aware. I want to have a look at the scoreboard because it looked like Curse could possibly come back.
He's on 6,000 points. points.
But big boy, 6,000 points by PD. Kyle getting a 3-piece there at the end. They have shown exactly why this group is going to be tight as Aware take Curse.
Well, I mean, we as said, we do still expect Unite, but Aware, minus that little blip well, I say minus that little blip at the first map, it was a big blip, because, I mean, you know, they really should have done better. They should have won the map. It should have been 3-0. But now, there you go, 245 to 151. Aware going to walk away with game number 4 and the match. So that puts them 1-0 in the pool play.
It certainly does, and that actually means that currently Aware are top of the pool.
There's only been one game played.
I know, but it does mean they're top of the pool, and that puts them in great stead. I mean, look at that score. I'm sorry, 37-26, 11 captures, 12 defends.
You just when you put up those captures and defends, though, that's you showing that you're making important kills, not just normal kills.
Oh, he's a monster. Just incredible.
Anyway, I mean, the Casters match, I picked up 40 kills, but I wasn't even top. The guy's picking up kills, and he's top of the leaderboard with 6,000 points. That really shows the players that are good. The important kills, not the most.
Held it down for his team. And, well, it does seem like the group now could be anyone's game. We did say before this game, I don't think there's anybody who'll really disagree with us that Unite should take this group.
Yeah.
That team is fantastic. However, Aware look like they're on top form. Curse now got to be sitting back going, well, if we don't beat Unite, then we're actually not going to go through to the next day.
Yeah.
How bad of a situation is that?
That is a bad situation. Well, saying that, though, unless Aware do actually lose to Vitality win one game, the only way they can go through is
triple split.
If it's a triple split. So, you know, Curse really needed that was a game they needed to win. It's a game both teams needed to win, and Aware are going to walk away with that. And as far as I'm aware, we're going to go to a break before the next game, which is actually going to be Vitality taking on Unite. So the team that we expect to finish top against the team that we expect to finish bottom, but do not count the French team out, because they are a ruthless force.